coming for you in a Rari. I'm at the party in a Rari. Just move it fast in a Rari. Wanna make you move it fast in a Rari. In a Rari. Me coming for you in a Rari. I'm at the party in a Rari. Just move it fast in a Rari. Wanna make you move it fast in a Rari. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Baby girl, baby girl. Hey. Yeah. Baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. Hey. Yeah. Baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. Hey. Yeah. Baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. 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 Hey. Yeah.
To another night of the SharpSHOOTers. Freebird, we said we'd be live at 7:30, and it is 7:30. Welcome to the show. No, it's 7:30. I'm looking at my clock. Stop it, Juice. So, welcome to the show. We are doing WrestleMania predictions tonight. WrestleMania this weekend. Big two-night event. Loaded card. Look at that shirt. I'm loving it, Juice. I'm wearing Sting for some reason. Don't know why.
It's a jersey.
I just want to do the color. It's a dope jersey. I really like it. And then we got the flannel lumberjack over here in his office. We are doing
Braun Strowman.
We are doing a remote night tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Different circumstances have kept us all in our house, but we have to do a show because WrestleMania is this weekend, and we have to do our predictions. Our records are getting closer and closer, and I'm not liking it.
Yeah, thank you all for doing it this way this week. I am dying. I lost my voice a few days ago, so this is my first time talking in about 3 days. So I rested it up just to be able to do this for you guys this week as we head into WrestleMania. So let's go. I can start it off with our trivia.
Voice sounds beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. I know it's a nice little velvety tone.
Before you start our trivia, Juice, I'd just like to remind the fans at home that if you have a second, please subscribe to our channel. Use your free Prime account. If you have it, go to AmazonGames.com. Link below. And please subscribe. We need all the help we can get. Our goal is at 10. I'm being told that I'm missing something. Juice, what is your trivia? And I'm going to come back with the correct information.
Well, it's probably to link your Amazon Prime account with your Twitch account, and you can use that as always. It's a free Twitch sub that you can give to us. Costs you nothing, gives us the support, and it can help pay for my medical bills. No, I'm kidding. So my trivia question is, who is the youngest superstar to ever main event WrestleMania?
Oh, shit, that's a good one. I think I got it.
Is this night one or night two?
It's a good question. It includes night one and night two.
Okay.
So any night that ended Mania counts in this scenario. Youngest superstar.
I'm going to go with King Kong Bundy.
Okay. All right. Danny, I don't hear you. Matt, do you hear me?
I hear you, Juice, but Danny's playing the mime game right now.
Okay, he's stalling. Probably. Danny, just say something. I feel like I hear you.
There we go. Wait, stop. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Don't do anything.
I hear you.
All right. Sorry. Everything went out. Couldn't hear you guys. I heard a little bit of King Kong Bundy talk. I think I had the answer. I heard the trivia.
Now he's out.
Now I'm out.
Wait, now you're back.
Now I'm back. All right.
Maybe it was
Okay, it was just Matt. Scared me. All right, cool. Sorry about
stop
that.
Stalling. Stop stalling. What's your answer?
What was Matt's answer?
King Kong Bundy.
King Kong. Okay, that was Matt's answer. I'm going to say Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 19.
That's a good one.
So, King Kong Bundy was number 10 on the list, 10th youngest at 30 years and 5 months.
I thought he was like 24. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. And the youngest at 25 years and 8 months, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Wow.
I assumed because he was on that streak of winning the youngest title in like 2002 and stuff, so I figured he'd be the youngest.
Who was second youngest?
That's a good question.
Yokozuna.
Oh, really? WrestleMania 10? Oh, 9?
At 26 years and 6 months, he was number 2, and then number 3 was The Rock at 26 years and 10 months.
Wait, which one?
What?
Which one? Was that 2000 for The Rock?
What, for The Rock? No, 15 was his first Mania.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll read off the rest of the names from The Rock: Big Show, Seth Rollins, Cena, Orton, Sasha, and Roman, and then King Kong Bundy. So that was your top 10.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. Shit.
So the answer is really Yokozuna because Brock Lesnar doesn't exist.
Correct.
He's the name you can't say.
Yep. Well done.
100%. Good job. Real quick before, what I got wrong was the site for the Twitch account for you guys to subscribe using your Amazon, it's gaming.amazon.com. For some reason it was written wrong. I apologize for those at home. Please subscribe and help me get reading lessons, and then I can do this better. I promise.
You probably just sent them to like a porn site with the other link. Good job, Danny.
So, Matt, where are you at tonight?
Where am I at?
Besides a cozy little bedroom there.
So I was feeling the WrestleMania. I was getting the itch for WrestleMania. So I said, "Hey, how long could it take to watch 39 WrestleManias before the real one starts?" Too long, but I started.
Too long, for sure.
It's a lot.
I jumped in on WrestleMania 1, and I actually watched WrestleMania 2.
Okay.
Oh, you did get to 2.
I did get to 2. I'll tell you, WrestleMania 1, loved it. 4.5 stars out of 5. It gave me
what?
It gave me. So you have to understand. It's different. It's a different era. It's a different type of wrestling. It had a very raw feel to it, which I loved. I almost felt like I was watching Rocky 1, just with the crowd and the screening and everything. No glitz or glam. They would just go backstage, cut a promo, then they would walk to the stage. No entrance music. Just they'd be in the ring, they'd announce them, and then it wasn't like a ballet wrestling match. It was because they were still acting like it was real at the time. You know what I'm saying? The matches were a little grittier. I think only 2 people had entrances. I think Hulk Hogan came out to his music, and Roddy Piper came out to his music, and maybe Ricky Steamboat. That was it.
Yeah, I don't think most of them even had entrance music.
Yeah,
I mean, they had no music to even come out to.
Yeah, no, everything about WrestleMania 1 I actually really enjoyed. It was a good watch back for me. WrestleMania 2, however, was a shit show. It was one of the worst things I've ever watched. They bit off way more than they could chew, trying to do 3 different places at once. Total chaos the whole night. You had no idea what was going on. The first match ended with a count out, which I don't think it was supposed to. Because there's just straight chaos. They cut it back to Mr. T for a promo while they were waiting for Howard Finkel to announce the count out decision. It was just chaos. I actually had to fast forward some of it. It was so bad. WrestleMania 2.
That's so funny.
And that's where I got.
Once you texted us that you were doing that, immediately I was just like, nope, not possible.
Maybe even by next year.
I mean, not possible before this Mania.
But,
I mean,
by next year, definitely possible.
Yeah. And for anyone watching,
go ahead.
There you go.
No. Now it's awkward. I can't do this standoff. It's too much dead air. So I was going to say that I do agree with your sentiment about WrestleMania 1. It is a different feel with it being a little more grittier and stuff. I'm not sure about 4.5 out of 5. I'd give you maybe 4, but 4.5 out of 5 is a little high because even the quality of matches, even for what they were doing, was still kind of eh. But no, I do. And then WrestleMania 2 is just terrible, just way bad, way too bad.
King Kong Bundy was only 4 in the main event for that WrestleMania 2.
What a youngin'. Yeah, I mean, for anyone watching that doesn't know, I said it on here before, but in years past, 5 years ago, before Mania 35, I watched the previous Manias myself, and I had never seen 1 through 13 before then. And I watched them, and they were awful, those early ones. They were not good. And obviously, my perspective is different than yours.
You said 1 through 13 was awful? Or
No. The early ones were awful.
What's your cutoff of awful?
Honestly, the first Mania that I really enjoyed was 10. Everything pre-10 I thought was shit. It was not good.
Oh, wow.
I really didn't like them. I watched them all. I didn't skip anything. I wanted to make sure I did it.
He's a different era, Matt. He's a different era.
What? Yeah, it wasn't my time. So,
it's different wrestling.
yeah, it's not gonna connect with me. You know, like Hogan and Warrior and Savage. Like, I mean, I like Savage, but like, well, it's just it's different.
When I get to Mania 5 and 6, I'm going to be fanboying because those are the first two that I actually remember watching as a child.
I'm gonna say right now, I think WrestleMania 4 you're really going to enjoy. It's a big tournament style for the belt. A lot of like cool matches.
That was in
a lot
Atlantic
of names,
City, right?
you know.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to enjoy WrestleMania 4, just because you know a lot of the characters and stuff. So it's a good setup. So nice. Moving on.
I'm glad you're watching them.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. I'm like very excited to see how you react to them. And then
I was gonna watch Raw,
more juice reactions. That's gonna be great.
I was gonna watch Raw, but Peacock goes a month behind, so I'm like, yep, nope.
Good decision not watching Raw, because Raw was honestly terrible. I'm gonna start off with some of the notes for Raw, just because you guys didn't really have anything, which is totally fine because you shouldn't. Seth versus Solo was their main event, which I don't understand how you drop the ball bigger on the Go Home show. How you don't have like Seth versus Roman, even if you're gonna just have them interfere and like call it off real quick and not actually let them have a big match or whatever. But to not promote like something bigger for the main event than Seth versus Solo was just awful in my opinion, because that whole segment was terrible.
Solo's on a streak.
What'd you say?
Isn't Solo on a streak right now?
Like a losing streak, probably.
I would assume so. It got added too.
Like 0 for 30 against LA Knight. It's like strictly LA Knight that he's been losing.
Oh yeah.
No, but you know what though? Like we've gotten this far with this story and all these people and all these players. What else could you really have done? Like the only other alternative would have been like, I mean, you like you just said, a bait and switch for like Cody, like Seth versus Roman. Like they were never gonna. No one would have bought Seth versus Roman was happening at that point. And then if you just do Cody and Seth teaming up against Jimmy and Solo,
yeah, that would have been bad. That would have made sense.
But like, I just feel like we're at a point where it's like, again, it's the go home. What's done is done. Like,
yeah,
anything was gonna be a layups. I don't know. I didn't really expect anything to be that nuts.
That's fair.
If anything, they delivered with having Roman actually stick around and
I agree with that.
Out with Cody, so I really thought they were just gonna have Roman fucking dip.
So like again, if you notice, I specifically was just talking about like them promoting the main event. The whole way it turned out, Rock, Roman, the big fight, Cody coming back, that was all great. That's what you had to do for the go home. I understand all that. I don't know why, for some reason, like I was kind of getting into the opening promo a little bit, and then once they were like, oh, Seth versus Solo, I was like, why the fuck am I still watching this show? Like I just let it happen to myself again. This is so annoying.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty upset about that. And the other thing that's been upsetting me on Raw a lot, and it's ever really since R-Truth got taken out, these Judgment Day segments are unbearable now. Like if they were bad before, they literally, I think at times, don't know how to talk to each other. There was a moment in the segment when they were with Santos right before they were like doing the darts where they were just looking at each other and just like, oh, let's do darts or something to fill the screen time right now because we forgot whatever line we were supposed to. Like it's really bad. It's really, really bad.
Well, I'll tell you, Danny. I'm proud of you. I am. I truthfully am. That it's only taken like maybe 6-7 months. No, but yeah, I'm giving you props. You've seen the light. That these segments, like this is honestly how it's been.
But I'm saying the R-Truth stuff made it fun, and at least it wasn't like he knew how to fill up the space. So like it wasn't like as noticeable how dead it was. The second they took R-Truth out, it just like it went from bad to unbearable. That's my point. Like it's really like hard to watch now.
Yeah. I mean, I've been over it since day one ish. It's bad.
Over it since day one.
And then that brings me a little bit to my next point, not really about the Usos, but what do you guys feel about Roman inducting Heyman? Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Like I was pretty let down by that.
I mean, it's not going to be Brock. It's not going to be...
You could have brought someone back from ECW or something.
It's not going to be Dreamer or RVD at this point. Like, they're not going to do that.
But Roman, I don't know.
I'm not
You could have had Punk.
I think Punk would have been a better choice than Roman.
Right? Like, Roman just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
There's going to be so much bloodline now.
Yeah, it's just because of the direct connection. That's all. Like, as much as Punk would have been a funner speech because of the past, Roman's the now. So I'm whatever about it. I mean, then The Rock's inducting.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be so much
grandmother or
bloodline because now you have Roman, you have Rock, you have Lena, whatever, Rocky's mom.
Yeah.
Like,
yes, whatever.
And then you have the whole WrestleMania weekend. So much shoved down our throat. How we feel about CM Punk's interview? Did you watch the whole thing, Matt? I know Juice did. Why is he?
I watched snippets.
He said how?
Wait, what thing? What did we watch?
CM Punk interview.
Oh yeah, Matt, you go.
Yeah. So I got some notes. I got some thoughts about it.
I have a lot. I mean, I thought it was a good interview. Number one.
So, first of all, that interview guy. Let me just start here. Whatever his name is,
He's a real journalist. Watch him out.
Real journalist who an hour later is involved in a Raw storyline. So cool. So, strike one on him there. So, with CM Punk, I'm kind of over him. I think he likes to hear himself talk. It's one of those fool me once, fool me twice. Like when all the things came out with WWE years ago and he did that shoot and everything, like, okay, cool. I feel like I'm in deja vu land. Like, Punk, maybe he's the problem because everywhere he goes, everyone hates him. And then he leaves and then he comes back and, oh, it's all nice. He made good. Let me pull up my notes.
He'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. These are important notes.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. So, first of all,
scroll. It's long.
That's how I feel. Like we can't see what he's reading, but it's like, here we go.
First of all, many things I got here.
Keep in mind, we're trying to keep a tight 45 minutes.
So Punk was retelling the Jack Perry story, whatever. Like, oh, I was so calm, blah 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 blah. You fucking choked the guy out. How calm are you? And then DJ Who Kid, who was backstage, completely had a different story than that, saying Punk was going fucking crazy. So I don't know if Punk's really telling the truth there, or he's telling his side of it, which, he was calm for being Punk, but like the whole Real Glass thing, who was that leaked by? That was leaked by Punk's side, wasn't it? Like, if that doesn't come out, we don't even know what the hell Jack Perry's talking about in that match, and it's a whole nothing burger. So, like, this guy ain't as innocent as he tries to be sometimes. And then I thought it was kind of funny how everyone was jumping on Tony Khan because he was calling him a clown and everything. He also called Vince McMahon an evil human being. I'd rather be a clown than an evil human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It was just a lot of hypocrisy I was seeing online, and it was just a lot that I didn't like. Another thing that made me laugh was how he was talking about Colt Cabana and how he won't talk to him without his lawyer present, but he was pissed off that the Elite said the exact same thing to him. Like, hey, what the heck are you doing?
I didn't even think about that.
Like, I don't know. Fool me once, fool me twice. I think Punk is the issue, and I'm just kind of tired of him. That's just how I feel now. I mean, I'm waiting. Just wait in 6 months for his shoot video on WWE why they all suck again. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to keep happening. That's just what I think is going to just keep coming with him now. He's in the honeymoon era right now. When it ends, we're going to get all the same shit we've been getting.
Rebuttal juice?
So this has nothing to do with the state of my voice. This just happens to be a week for that. But the only thing I really have to say is that it is 2024. I'm done talking about it. Listen, Punk is who he is, and it's just, it's just not worth it. I want to move on, and despite the way I feel about Punk versus the Bucks and Jack Perry and all this bullshit, I'm tired of the winks, the wink winks, the nudge nudges, the insider, whatever. I fucking am exhausted. I just want to enjoy wrestling. I want to enjoy this shit, and it sucks because I'm never gonna probably really like the Bucks or Perry again. I'm just not. I mean, I really felt the way I did about the Bucks before all this bullshit. This just made it worse. But Perry was a full flip because of all this shit, and Punk may be my guy. I do love him, but as I've also said on here, I know he's also an asshole. So it just sucks. It sucks. I'm over it. I just want him to heal, come back, have his twilight years in WWE, and end it, and end his career in the way he wants, and that's it. I just don't think he wants to ruffle any more feathers, but who knows? I mean, he had to say whatever. All right, I'm gonna stop. That's it.
I do have one more thing. Though,
Yeah.
That shit last night was stupid too, though. There was no AEW did not need to do anything they did last night. Like that was just a waste of time.
That's kind of my point with the wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and all that shit.
I was about to bring that up though, because you sound like Copeland from last night, which I thought was a good response. Like Copeland just coming out and being like, "I'm kind of over this shit." Also, just like, let's everyone move on, enjoy wrestling, enjoy WWE. He literally said, even called out fans when they booed him. He's like, "You're missing the point. The point is like, just enjoy shit and stop like shitting on everything."
Yeah, but here's the point, Danny. I'm not being broadcast nationally on Turner Broadcast Station to millions of people wearing the AEW flag. Like, you didn't need to make that reply. Like, if
so anything, you'd rather no reply.
Yeah, at this point, again, like, it's been so long, it's over. But here's the problem: everyone's gonna keep it going for the attention because, like, that was a PR move. Because even after the Punk stuff, what happened hours later? The first time in like 5 years since AEW started, they fired like 10 people out of nowhere. They've never done that unless it was like one really bad Apple or a Visa thing. That was a bad look. So they had a bad PR day that day. And Tony went into overdrive and had Copeland go out there and cut a promo that, Punk's done before, Joe's done before, Danielson's done before, but Moxley's done before. But at this point in time, he didn't need it. Like, WWE's up here right now because of Mania is going high. Like, this Punk story would have been gone in like days. Like, you could have just let it go and whatever. And then, like, did you guys hear or see what the Bucks did then last night too?
I did, but Jack Perry, yeah.
Like, they come out, and I think Nick or Matt, one of them looks in the camera, and they just go, "Hey, Scapegoat, huge fans of your work," with a big wink. And I'm like, "You fucking kidding?" And then, like, when Sue's crying, they're like, "Cry me a river." So, like, they're leaning into it, and I swear they're going to bring in Perry with them, keep the Scapegoat thing going. It's going to be every week they're going to fucking drill it in. That's my whole, like, just move on. Fucking... if you want the new AEW and to be the new look or whatever, you got to leave that shit in the past. That was your dark days, your bad times. And
I agree with all that.
I love AEW. I love Punk. We don't need this shit. Just fucking stop. I mean, whatever.
And then bad news for you. I don't know if you saw, but it looks like Saturday there's going to be another flag where Dax has like a big speech on Collision.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if that was like taped for TV or he just did it as like, good night everybody, but I saw that too. Yeah, I don't know, Danny, if you saw it, but Dax more or less cut a similar promo to Copeland after Collision, like with the crowd, and everyone's like, "You fucking serious?" Like Dax of all people, like CM Punk's like butt buddy with like Brett and everything. So that's why it's like TK's going in like overdrive here, like to like oh Copeland and Dax and like it's like what the fuck, like no one cares. Like even when Dax said oh even if somebody from another company, and he paused, and the crowd gave him nothing because they don't fucking care anymore.
No, it's fair.
The ones that do are the ones that are like toxically online, and it's just like just shut the fuck up. Please move on.
No, it's fair because Keverlast even agrees with you. Keverlast saying it's all annoying on all sides. Both products aren't perfect, but I agree. Everyone move on, just like you just said. Matt Beardley saying that they just believe in Joe Hendry. They don't even care about these guys.
Yo, I like Joe Hendry.
They just want some Joe Hendry in their more Joe Hendry in their lives. All right, so let's move on then. Let's move on with some AEW stuff that hopefully we like this week. Maybe we didn't like this week.
Is my big headline.
Who?
The Jose.
What do we want to talk about Mercedes? Let's start with Mercedes Moné, CEO.
I'm surprised the way they're handling it at this point. Like, it seems like Double or Nothing's going to be your first match for a title, and
yeah, I don't like that.
Like, I think I was telling Matt or Kevin or someone recently, like, I can give it a pass if they're going to give her matches between now and Double or Nothing. So I mean, I'm willing to let it play out and go, but like, I don't know, it's just weird. They're just
they're definitely saving her for a pay-per-view for her first match.
Which is fine.
And they're gonna make her jump the front of the line of the rankings, and then you're setting a bad precedent that way.
Yeah, that's my only problem. That she's the first one to come in and kind of do it like that, and I don't know why they can't just give her like a big feud without the belt just to give her.
Like at least when Okada won, like he'd already had at least maybe like even before he signed, he at least had matches with AEW and whatnot. So it wasn't bad. Like that was the quickest anybody new to AEW won a title, Okada.
I also agree with Keverlast. I can't stand her music. I hate Sasha Banks' music in AEW. I mean Mercedes Moné's music in AEW. It's not.
It's Gunther's.
Yeah.
Well, it's
it's
kind of what I said like that first week. It's busy. There's so much. There's too much going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the Walter music. It's got her rapping. It's got a CEO chant. It's hitting you with too much. And
I don't like it.
It's a bad mixture. It's a bad mixture of like what they tried to do with Shinsuke when he went heel.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. No, 100%.
And it's crazy because like I'm sure you guys know this, but like it's her rapping on the song, so clearly it's her rapping. So clearly she's down with the theme. Like she mixed it, she worked on it. So now that she can really step in and be like this.
Do you turn her pretty quick, or
no?
I don't think they're gonna turn her. I think they're gonna let her ride out. I think they turn Willow from her losing.
I don't even think Willow turns. I think Stat's the most likely one to turn in the story. I don't see either of them turning. That's just Matt. But
all right. What about the other? What about Swerve and Samoa Joe, or just Swerve in general?
Did you watch Dynamite? Oh, you watched it live, right? Yeah.
Dynamite, I watched it.
I'm saying, like, we all watched it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a new champion. I'm loving Swerve. I've been loving Swerve. Him getting beat with his own chain was pretty funny.
Yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time that they put it on him and see like how the crowd reacts and everything.
Yeah, so it's interesting because I've cooled on Swerve a little bit myself. Like I still like him. I still think he's dope, but like I've cooled ever since like after the classic. I've kind of like with the whole thing with Paige kind of coming back in and building up the Joe and the three-way. I kind of cooled off on everything, and then that segment last night was very hot, very good. Got me hyped for the match, and it made me think. Obviously, I know how you both think now, but I'm wondering if this is the right time to give him the belt, or if he'll be overshadowed in a good way or a bad way with everything that's going on in terms of like, okay, you just brought in Osprey, Okada, Mercedes, a lot going on. Is it too much attention where it's going to make him like not look like the guy, or do we think it's like it's going to be a smart thing where it's like, okay, like if there's ever a time to give Swerve the belt, it would be right now where we can kind of protect him with everything. You get what I'm kind of saying? Like I don't know if it's the right time with the state of the company, and I mean that as a compliment.
No,
Yeah,
I
no,
hear you.
it really depends how they book him after. If he wins it, like I could see it being a really bad title run if they do it wrong.
Yeah, like that's just what I'm worried about. It's like, you just gave Okada a belt. Mercedes looks like she's about to get a belt. I just don't know. I don't know how it could play out. It could be the right time to do it because all those attentions on everybody else. It can give Swerve a chance to like kind of breathe as the champion, but then you don't want him to feel like less than. So I don't know. It's a weird time. So I don't know how I feel about it. But
As you say, you can also think of it as, are they going to put the belts on him like as the face of the new AEW? Because now they're making all these changes and they're bringing all these people in. So is he supposed to be like the leader of the new wave, kind of?
yeah. Like I said, I won't hate it. I don't know why I'm not like fully in on it yet. Maybe the next few
I
weeks
think
will
because
help.
you cooled on him, and we
Yeah.
listen. I didn't like necessarily cool on him, but like I did not like the whole three-way angle. We all talked about it. We weren't really fans of it. Adam Page was like in his rear view, and then bringing him back in kind of made it seem like, all right, we're pushing him back now, and then they just push him right back into it. It's like, what was the point of bringing the Adam Page thing in just to give Samoa Joe an extra month? Like that doesn't really make sense.
And I guess
Or 2 months.
maybe that's why I feel so weird about it. 'Cause it's like you almost feel like Swerve has unfinished business with Page that he still has to finish before getting the title. But at the same time, it's like not really because Swerve's
They
kicked his
finished
ass
it.
the whole time.
They finished it.
No, I know, but
No,
it
I know, I
feels
agree with
like
you.
they're trying to tell us that he can't get it until that's done. But it's like what's really done. I don't know.
Yeah,
that was just my thoughts on it.
kind of a subplot here. You guys might disagree with this, but if you get the belt off of Joe, you now have to start scratch with Undisputed Kingdom. Like they still kind of have a storyline with Joe being the champ.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, the problem with that now becomes if you're not having Wardlow win, then you're just waiting for Adam Cole to come back. So who cares who the champ is at that point? Because then you want someone not Joe, so it makes it look more believable for Adam Cole to win it.
Yeah, but they've already kind of moved off the Wardlow thing.
That's what I'm saying. So if
Cole
they
cut
moved
that
off
promo a few
Wardlow,
weeks ago.
I don't think it matters who the champion is now that Wardlow is not in contention again.
I just say because the Devil was kind of using Joe, so like they still have like that.
They had a deal, yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that was a mutual deal because Samoa
that's
Joe
what I'm saying.
left
Like,
champ.
they were using each other.
I don't know
So
if you
there's
guys saw
We'll see.
I don't know if you guys saw the video last week of Omega's stream. He had Riho and Cole on, and Cole was on the stream. No crutches, no boot.
Mhm.
Walking.
Very excited for that.
Progress. He could be closer than we think, but
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Who is closer than we think and who I thought got hurt but looks like might be okay? Ricky Starks this past weekend. Pretty big scare. I don't know if you saw that, Matt.
I did. I was looking forward to getting FTR versus Starks and Big Bill since they had that 3-second match.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But obviously that went off the rails.
Yeah, that was an obvious, change on the fly. They were not supposed to win that match. You don't.
Yeah, I mean they freaking played Stark's music.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
On Top Flight 1.
I was going to ask that. I thought I heard that. I was going to say, did they play Stark's music after the pin?
Yeah, it was queued up, so they 100% like. I think Starks made the call because he probably thought he was really like hurt.
Yeah, he wasn't sure. The way he was just laying on the mat, I was like, fuck. Like,
Yeah. I'm glad he's okay.
yeah, thank God.
And I'm really curious what they do with these tag titles because I really thought they were going to go a different way, besides the obvious way. But it looks like they're going to give them to the Bucks.
But they're gonna do Bucks FTR part. What is this now? 4, 5?
No, probably even 5. I think 4 happened. No.
I think that
Didn't
was
3 happen at All In? Didn't 4 happen at Wrestle Dream? I don't know.
Was that it? We'll look it up. I'll
Either
look it up.
way, for what it's worth, I mean, granted they already taped Collision, so whoever the Bucks are fighting is probably already out there. But I'd like it to be Top Flight just to be something different. but I'm sure it's going to be Bucks versus
Didn't
FTR again.
did Top Flight beat the Bucks? I know Private Party did that one time, but didn't Top Flight also?
No, I think it was just Private Party.
Yeah, I don't think so. They might have
This-
beaten like the
Oh my
Hardys.
God.
This will
it's
also be 4.
This would be 4. Okay.
FTR's victory in 2022 marked the trilogy between the two teams.
Okay.
I mean, if Dax is cutting a promo after Collision, I'm sure they won. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
No, I
yeah,
think they will.
yeah, I was thinking that too, but I'll suspend my disbelief until I see it at 2 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, whenever.
You'll still be recovering from that ass beating the Rock gives Cody.
Speaking of titles, big title match on Collision that I didn't see coming. Matt Cardona versus Adam Copeland. How do we feel about
was
this?
dope.
That was fun.
That was so cool.
Legit surprise, awesome moment. I don't think he's there, like,
No.
for good or anything. It'd be cool if he was. I like Cardona.
Oh, I love
But,
Cardona, but I think he's still going to do his whole King of the Indies thing.
Very cool, very awesome. And that's the stuff that like AEW should keep doing.
Did you see that people got mad that AEW called him King of the Death Match? They were like, "How dare you insult like the real kings of the death match or whatever?" I'm like, "Do you guys not understand his fucking gimmick? Like, it's so funny." They were just using it as another reason to like shit on AEW. It's just ridiculous.
The final boss.
Final boss. No, that's the final
but-
boss right here. Look with his belt. Look at
I
that.
see him. Dog. Yeah, and then the TNT title. I don't know if you guys saw what happened with it this week on Dynamite. So Copeland comes out, doesn't have the TNT title with him, which was weird. Gets on the microphone. He's like, "Oh yeah, I didn't come out here with the TNT title. I came out here just as Adam to talk to you guys."
Yeah, I
Like,
saw
"All right,
that.
fine, whatever. Like probably lost it or forgot it, ran out. I don't know. And then Ospreay comes out, and as Ospreay's coming out, they cut to Copeland in the ring. He's holding the fucking TNT title on his shoulder. I was like, what the fuck happened? Like, why do you have the belt now?
Because now he's back in Adam Copeland, the rated R superstar. So now the belt comes back. It's like Thor's hammer; it just comes.
He must have just ran out there and forgot it. Like
That's what I think happened. I think that he ran out there and forgot it.
He like made it a point to say he didn't bring it out with him, and then like Ospreay comes out, and all of a sudden he's just standing there holding it. I'm like, what the shit? This is so fucking random.
That TNT belt's magic, bro.
Yeah. Speaking of random, though, let's talk about the biggest thing that happened in AEW this week: the Best Friends, Trouble in Paradise.
I feel like, Juice, you've been calling this for 3 to 4 months now.
It's
They
been
finally
building.
figure on it.
And I was just Freebird said we want Ryder, by the way, when we were talking about Cardona, little jerk ass.
Oh,
Well, it's not Ryder. Don't call him by his dead name. That's just rude. Matt Cardona, King of the Death Match. Get it
Freebird
right.
doesn't know any better. Be nice.
No, so yes, Juice has been talking about it for a while. We've all, I mean, if I've been seeing it on the writing on the wall too, and it's been very sad. But I was just telling him before we went on before that, like, because they brought in Sue and the way they were using Sue in the match, I totally forgot that, like, oh yeah, this is when it's gonna, like, this is what they've been building to when the whole kiss or whatever, and then he loses the match. I'm just like, oh yeah, this is so sad. Can't you hear me? So you heard.
Nope.
Well,
Woo woo
Yeah.
woo.
the shirt,
Hmm.
like it said Orange and Trent with Chuck.
Can you hear me now?
We finally win the big one, and I was
Yes.
like, oh boy.
You can hear me now?
They're doing- Yes,
Yes.
we hear you.
Sweet.
We're like, oh, doing like shirt and Sue coming out. I thought they might have pulled off the upset over the
Yeah.
Bucks.
So I don't know what the last thing you heard, but that was what got me so caught was the Sue and then the kiss and then the turn. And I'm just like, this is gonna happen, and I forgot this was gonna happen, and it happened. So like, cracked him. It was so sad. Again.
Danny.
You
It's
good?
the water.
All right.
We got you.
We'll see how long
Oh.
this lasts. It's the microphone that keeps cutting in and out for me. Sorry, everyone at home.
No, it's fine.
Terrible.
So yeah, I mean, anything else you guys wanted to say about Trent? Or I only have one thing left on my list. I don't know if I'm missing anything else, but
No, I'm good
Or
about
commission.
Trent. I'm just sad about Trent. I know, Freebird, we're trying to get the audio right. All right. Thank you, Gangrel. And no, we don't want writers. Stop it.
damn, Danny's getting roasted tonight.
There's a lot going on, and it's
I
all
do
because
hope
of
that
this
they
microphone.
put Rocky with Trent. I like Trent. He can be, he'll be fine. But I think Trent, at least being with Rocky still. I'm wondering what Chucky's gonna do.
I was gonna say, you
Chucky
don't
was
think
dead.
Chuck goes with Trent?
I don't know. I don't know what happens
Because he didn't attack Chuck, and Chuck didn't seem like
he was very confused.
Yeah,
Like, kinda,
exactly.
like,
But he
froze in the
wasn't.
moment.
Yeah. So I'm interested.
And then if
Sue
you guys
seems
didn't
so
see
hurt.
it, if you guys didn't see it post show, Statlander approached Trent like, "What the hell was that? What are you doing?" And then Trent kind of leaned over to her, whispered something in her ear, and walked away. So we're not supposed to know what he said, but it sounded like you can kind of hear it. It sounded like he said, "I've been waiting my whole life for this moment," or something like that. So I think that's where they're gonna go with something like that. And again, I think it leans into the Stat possibly turning soon too. So we'll see. We'll see how it all kind of goes. But I think they're kind of going there with it.
All right. All right. Anything else before we hit a quick commercial break and then come back for WrestleMania predictions?
No, I think we're good. I was going to bring up the AEW cuts, but I kind of brought it up already before. I just think it sucks.
I'm interested to see what the boys have to say because of that tweet. Where he
Yeah,
was
so
like,
sorry, what, Matt?
They just don't show up to work, so fuck them.
Yeah, so for those of you watching that haven't seen the tweets or know what we're talking about, so a few days ago, Tony, I think it was on Monday night during Raw, the same day as the Punk promo, for the first time ever, fired like I think a little under 10 people, including Dasha, the ring announcer, Dalton Castle's The Boys, Anthony Henry, who just broke his jaw on the Independents, but was signed under them, and a bunch of other people who, quite frankly, weren't the most talented or used people, but still, this is the first time that he's done what WWE's done, which is ending a contract before it ends and letting them go. Usually he's honored their contracts till the end, and people like that.
shocked.
So I think it's very surprising to do. And on today's conference call for the media scrum, he brought it up, Tony, and he called out Dalton Castle's Boys and said the reason they were let go is because they showed up late multiple times, or no-showed. I think it was much as showing up late, multiple shows, and it was one of those like writings on the wall kind of things. And one of the boys replied to it on Twitter saying, "Oh, okay, this is how it's going to be. Stand by." So something's coming. I don't know when.
And what I think the problem is, and this is where there's smoke, there's fire. Going back to the Punk interview really quick, is that this might be one of those things where they don't communicate, they don't talk about travel, they don't tell them what time to show up or whatever, and it's actually going to be like them being like, we just show up whenever they tell us to show up. Like, they don't always tell us when to show up or blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to see how that turns out.
And even the Anthony Henry thing, sorry, but you got something to say, Matt?
I just have a quick prediction.
Go for it.
Whatever that guy tweets is going to be so underwhelming. Everyone's going to be like,
I
what
know, right?
Nothing burger.
Yeah. Here are the texts, or here are the emails with Sean Dean or QT Marshall or something.
That'd be so funny.
So,
all right, go ahead. Sorry.
All right, so I had one more thing I wanted to read about the cuts, about Anthony Henry. So he broke his jaw working on the Independents. As we know, AEW contracts, you can work on the indies and get more work. So I found this quote a little interesting that Tony said today. He wrote, "It's a fluid situation. Anthony Henry, I really like him. He's been a great wrestler. He got injured on an independent show. It's a double-edged sword. When they get injured on that kind of show, it can change our plans. It's a great risk, and anytime anyone gets injured here, I feel responsible. When someone gets injured on the independents, it's a challenging gray area." I don't know if I'm reading too much into that, but I kind of found that as him like almost have like he kind of, this is the first time he's getting kind of shot in the foot with it, where someone got hurt on the indies, he doesn't feel like he's responsible, and because this came from him saying, "Oh, when Anthony Henry's better, he's coming back. We're gonna re-sign him."
Yeah, that's the problem. he should
And
have
everyone's
said
kind of
that.
like, so then why are you even firing him?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you saying you don't want to pay for his medical bills because he got hurt on his own time out of the ring? So maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but I'm kind of like, why is it such a big deal? Like, the whole point of the contract is so they can do it. So it's kind of shitty. I don't know, to like release him and then say, oh, but he's coming back when he's better. Kind of sucks. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't get that. So that it'll be interesting to see if they release anything about him like doing the medical bills. But that is what it sounds like to me too. So I agree with you.
Could
All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, sorry. What?
Could be worse. He could have grabbed his sweatpants string.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, stop! I'm not even gonna get into that. That was ridiculous. Commercial.
Like,
So, ladies and
worst.
gentlemen, we're going to a quick commercial break. We're going to come back with our WrestleMania predictions. While we go, don't forget to subscribe on gaming.amazon.com. Give us a subscription. We could really use it. Click on the link below to check it out. We'll be right back.
Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. Hey. Yeah. Baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. Hey. Yeah. Baby girl,
And welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you can hear us. I never know anymore. Please let us know in the chat if you can hear us or not, just so I can make sure. But we are starting with our main event tonight. WrestleMania 40 predictions. 2 nights this weekend. Loaded card. Lots of big names. I'm pretty hyped for the card, even though some of the storylines obviously we're not crazy about.
Danny, oh, never mind.
Don't you start with me. I said what I did.
No, I was just trying to protect us. Never mind.
All right, so I copied all the matches off Wikipedia. If I missed anything or mistyped something, just let me know. But if not, we will get started with the first match I have on the card. The Women's World Title match. Babyface / heel Rhea Ripley versus babyface / heel Becky Lynch. I don't know who's the babyface. I don't know who's the heel. All I know is Rhea Ripley's a champion.
Becky's the face.
That's what they say.
Rhea's just a bad heel.
That's what they say. But then I want mommy, so it's weird.
So this is a loser gets a tattoo on live.
No, that happens before.
Well, then I think we know Matt's loser then.
All right, so how are we starting this off? Matt, we'll start with you.
Oh, wow.
You're going to start with me.
Yeah, I just decided.
Okay. I'm going to say the champ keeps champing.
Champ keeps champion. Rhea Ripley. Hello.
Rhea gets a win, and Becky is in AEW in a month after her contract expires.
Oh!
No, but I could see. I don't know. I was getting vibes of like a farewell. I know she was promoting her book, but it almost felt like a farewell tour for Becky. So I wouldn't be surprised if she disappeared for a little bit.
Wait,
complete. Just. I have no knowledge or anything of that. I'm just
putting that out there into the universe. I got
complete speculation on my part.
I got it. Juice, if you could do me a favor, it just bothers me because I have slight OCD. I think you're on the middle box, like you're clicked on it. If you could just click anywhere off the screen so the blue box doesn't show up. Like off the screen. Stop it. You're messing with me now. All right. My choice is also Rhea Ripley. Oh, what are you doing? Get back centered. What are you doing?
Well, I know I'm trying. Now I'm not.
Keep the blue. Keep the blue button.
Just yeah, there you go. Just jack it. There you go.
I flew too close to the sun.
I flew too close to the sun. All right. What's your pick there, Juice?
So I want to say something up front.
Uh-oh.
I've given myself 2 terms for WrestleMania. I made a decision. I put much thought into this. If one of these 2 things happen at Mania, I'm done.
You're done.
I'm out on WWE.
Of WWE? Okay.
I'm out. And I will get to one of them later, but the first one is going to be title changes over the weekend. There are 7 belts on the line. If less than 4 title changes happen over this weekend, I'm out. I need title changes. I need new champions. I'm done. I'm over it. That's my line. 4. 4 out of the 7 titles need to change hands.
Okay.
So over 50%.
Yep.
Does it count if they split up the tag team titles? Does that count as 2 titles?
No, that is 1. No, I'm serious. I put much thought into this.
No, I know. I know.
Yep. I was gonna say 5, but I was like, you know what? No, I'll be a little bit generous. I'll say 4. Let's see if they can give me 4 out of 7.
All right.
Is
this one of the 4?
With that, I am picking Rhea Ripley. I'm not feeling Becky this time around. I think Rhea's going to retain.
I love it. All right. Bringing us to our next match, Intercontinental title match, Gunther versus Sami Zayn. I'll start this one off. I'm going to go with the new champ here, Sami Zayn. At the end time, Gunther loses the belt. They've been hyping up Sami Zayn for a little bit, giving this whole underdog feel. I'm gonna go with the Sami Zayn guy.
Okay. This is one of the 3 matches that I'm on the fence about with my picks, but as of right now, I'm going to go with Walter. retaining.
Ooh.
I don't think. I said Walter, please. I think that Walter is going to hold on to it longer, and he's going to lose it next month at Backlash in France to Chad Gable. Oh, oui, oui.
How do you feel, Matt?
I think the champ is going to keep champing.
What's the champ's name for you?
Galter.
Oh, God damn it.
Done.
Walter.
Nope, you said what you said. Over. All right.
Hey, Danny, I'll bring the blue box back on the screen. Get those quotes out of there.
That's not his name right now.
I'll do it. Don't make me do it.
Bitch. It's not his name. This is ridiculous. Anyway, next match. We talked about this, ladies and gentlemen, off air. The six-pack tag team ladder match, they've emphasized that the match will not be over until both sets of tag team belts are being taken off, which to us means that they are finally splitting up the tag team belts. So we're going to do 2 picks. If we don't get both right, we don't get a point. It's either a full point or no point. No half points here.
Or we could pick one.
Or you could, yeah, but that would be the same thing. If they don't win both belts, no points. Yeah. So, with that being said, Juice started this one off.
So I am going to go with DIY for the Raw tag titles and Theory and Waller for the SmackDown tag titles.
So if that goes reversed, you don't get credit?
No, you still get credit. Yeah. You don't gotta predict the order. I would just say as long as you get the right people. Although if you want to do order, I would say Grayson and Fury would get them first.
No. I'm saying like, say DIY gets the SmackDown and A-Town gets.
Oh yeah. No, then that's not right. You have to guess the right shows.
Okay.
Titles. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. You gotta get both of them correct.
Okay.
Matt, what are you thinking?
I actually love the A-Town down SmackDown. That's the direction I was heading.
All right.
But then I'm gonna go a little different for Raw. Gonna go with a more veteran group.
Oh, God.
The Awesome Truth.
Okay.
So those are the 2 teams for Raw that I'm between is Awesome Truth. Because I don't want them to, but I feel like they've been building up like R-Truth for a little bit to finally do something and give him some kind of win. So I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go honestly with just who I want to win. Every once in a while, I just want to be a fan and just who I want to win. So I want DIY to win for Raw, and I want, even though it's probably not gonna happen both, and I might have to change it because they're probably gonna want one heel, one face winning, but I'm going to go for now with New Catch Republic for SmackDown.
So everyone went with some Australians.
And it's funny. I'm probably going to keep to my picks, but now that we're talking about it, now I have the visual in my head of DIY and Awesome Truth each winning one of each.
Oh, no, I didn't even think about that.
And one of them, like Miz and R-Truth going to SmackDown or something, because R-Truth won't understand that they're split now or something like that.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, me neither. But I'm gonna stick with my picks for now.
That's interesting. All right. If you could scroll down, Juice, to the next 3 matches.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. All right. So, starting off with the third battle in WrestleMania history between real brothers, Jimmy versus Jey Uso.
Sacrilege.
We'll save Juice for last, as he's obviously having an internal battle with this correct news.
It's Taker Kane Erasure. How dare you, typical liberal. Take your picks.
Matt, we'll start off with you. Yeet or no yeet?
I think this match is going to take place like third or fourth on the card, which is the perfect spot for mid-card Jey Uso to pull it off. Card Jey.
Jey Uso. So you're going with Yeet. I'm going to have to agree with Matt. I do believe Jey should beat Jimmy. Juice.
Can you put mid-card on my pick? Thank you.
No, I cannot. You're
Keep
pushing it with Walter, right?
You know, it's funny. Just until we got here, I was set on Jey. And the only reason I'm on the fence now is because I just remembered that in all the previous encounters with the brothers that we're talking about that are WWE legal, the bad guy brother has always won. And put me down for Jey right now, but there's a reason I'm thinking Jimmy, and we'll get to it later. But we'll go with Jey now.
Didn't Undertaker win his brother battle? As a...
Oh, but that doesn't count. Remember, that doesn't exist.
That is the only battle between non-real brothers that happened at WrestleMania.
Every match is a battle between non-real whatever. Onward.
All right. The next, which I'm not a big fan of this match or how it's put together, but whatever. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi versus Damage Control. I'll start this one off. I think obviously this is an easy way to get Jade a first win at WrestleMania. So I'm going to go with Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi.
So they don't have the tag team champs defending their titles at the biggest pay-per-view of the year?
Nope. They have them in a last-minute thrown-together six-man woman tag team match.
To be fair, it's not that last-minute thrown together.
Well, the Jade Cargill part is 1,000%.
Yeah. But, yeah, so it's not that thrown together. But yeah, I get your point. The me or you?
You. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going in that order.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going with Bianca, Jade, and Naomi as well. It's Cargill, not Cargill, and
I have Cargill on the left side too, which is funny.
Making you know. Reason I think this is happening is Bianca's undefeated at Mania. I think they're keeping that going. So I don't think she loses her streak here. So.
Interesting. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I can't see them having Jade lose her first match, but is it really going to be that bad of a day for Damage Control? Losing it all? Hint, hint.
Different nights.
Technically, they're not losing the tag team belts, though. They're just losing the match. So they're not losing it all.
Give me Damage Control. I'm going to say Naomi takes the loss. She's on a streak.
All right. On to Juicebox's favorite match of WrestleMania weekend. LWO versus Santos Escobar and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Who you got going over?
LWO.
LWO. Interesting. Matt.
I love Rey Mysterio. Number one podcast, Rey Mysterio. I think his teammates is going to ruin it for him. Dirty Dom.
Yeah, see, because my thinking is that Rhea is going to retain. Balor and Damian lose the tag titles. Dom loses here after going with Santos. Then Rhea can be like, well, I won my match, and furthers the divide. So that's my thinking.
No, I agree. I think LWO goes over also. I don't see Rey Mysterio losing, and I also think they want to give Dragon Lee a win. So I think that's good.
Juice, it could still go that way with a Dirty Dom win. Dirty Dom could be like, oh, I won my match without you guys.
Yeah, but I think it'll be more if it's just Rhea, like, you know, one of them.
Maybe she takes Dom on the leash with her.
Oh, God.
And the final match of night 1, the tag team main event. The Rock and Roman Reigns, the Bloodline, versus the start of the Cody Vengers, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. How are we feeling about this one?
Write this all down. This is the prediction. The Rock bloodies up Cody again. Batters him, bloodies him. Cody loses. He looks like a bitch.
Well, Matt, slow down. Matt, slow down. Danny's not getting any of this.
The Rock is going to hit him with the people's elbow. I think Roman's going to pin Cody for the win. It's a foreshadow tomorrow night. If Roman even shows up, I'm not even sure. Is he obligated to do 2 nights in a row?
Yes.
Rock and Roman for the W.
So is that pretty much what you wanted? Just like that?
Yeah, that works.
That works.
I thought Roman pinned Cody.
Oh.
I did say Roman pins Cody, yeah.
Oh.
So maybe Rock hits the people's elbow and gives Roman the pin.
Interesting. Freebird said that Cody finishes the story, so he's a night early. And then he says Rock and Roman next year.
You're jumping to night 2, my guy.
Yeah, Freebird's a little early. So you're saying Rock and Roman. Rock and Roman.
Mm-hmm.
I unfortunately agree. I do believe it is also going to be the Rock and Roman. Setting up this ridiculous main event for night 2.
I think it's important to remember the stipulation for this match is that if Rock and Roman win, main event of night 2 is Bloodline rules, which means anything goes.
That's
if
right.
Cody and Seth win, you get a clean one-on-one match, no interference.
Which is what it should be. Sorry.
So, for night 1, I'm going with the Rock and Roman as well.
It's just so annoying. I don't like
That's
it.
annoying.
I already said this. Whatever.
It's gonna happen no matter what.
I know it's gonna happen, but like it should just be a straight up match, and like Cody wins. Like the best main events aren't the ones that have like 20 people coming in to interfere and yada yada yada. Last year it wasn't a straight up one-on-one match. There was interference.
Yeah, but it was a one-on-one.
The whole point for this is that there would be no interference. It should just be Cody versus Roman because they win night 1 and blah 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 blah, which isn't gonna happen. But that's what it should be.
Yeah, but why? Well, you remember SummerSlam? Roman versus Jay? No one's allowed to interfere. And then guess what? Everybody interfered.
Yeah. Again, it's just so stupid and ridiculous. I get annoyed with these stupid stipulations. All right, night 2, World Heavyweight Championship match. Seth freaking Rollins defends against Drew McIntyre.
I go first?
I believe I go first. I think you went first for Rock and Roman. So I go first with this one. And I'm hoping that Seth loses. I think it's time we get a new world champion. We've been saying this for a little bit. I like the way they're doing the Drew McIntyre story, so I'm going to go with Drew. Juice.
It's a tough spot because, like, as far as we know, Drew's contract is done, and Seth's contract's also done soon. So both their contracts are almost up. You don't know who's staying. Like, you don't know when Punk is due back. You know this was Punk's spot to win, assumedly, against Seth. It's hard to tell where they're going to go with it. Also, because they just announced Clash at the Castle in June is taking place in Glasgow for Drew. So I just think there's a lot going on here. Like, do they want Drew to walk into that with the belt, to lose to Punk there maybe? So I've been going back and forth on it, but my gut's telling me go with Drew, that they're gonna give it to Drew here.
All right.
But I'm jumping around on that one.
Two for Drew. Not gonna lie, and it's the first time it's happened in a while for the WWE events, because we said we were looking back at some cards and there was a lot of, like, only one wrong or none wrong or whatever. This is the first time in a while that, like, there's a lot of matches where I'm just like, I don't know which way they're going. Like, they can go one of two ways and they would both make sense. So, like, it's about time, and I'm excited for it.
Very refreshing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Drew, for a guy that doesn't watch WWE, Drew's really winning me over with all his online stuff. He's slowly becoming one of my favorite wrestlers. I think
Well,
everything he's done has been great.
yeah, no way. He's been shitting all over Punk. That's why.
No, but even just I like the cheeky asshole.
It's okay.
Like, yeah,
It's all right.
It's okay. Don't worry,
It's
Sally.
all right.
Tell you the
He's
truth.
basically being Punk if you don't really like see it, but
yeah, but he's
He's better
My
at
thing,
it.
my thing is that like he's doing it in character, where Punk tries to be like, I'm real, where I don't think he's actually real. But we're moving on. We're moving past that. I'm going to go with Damian Priest.
okay.
All
You
right.
think-
Fresh off the loss, no reason to not cash in. Let's do it.
Do you think he
Interesting.
cashes in mid-match to make it a three-way? Does he cash in after a match?
After.
Yeah, I think after.
So do you think? And granted, you wrote Priest, so it's just Priest. This doesn't matter. I'm just asking out of curiosity. Do you think Seth retains and Priest cashes in on him, or does Drew win and
Say
Priest
Seth
cashes on him?
retains. Yeah.
Okay, but your pick is Priest. You pick is Priest to walk out. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's
it.
fine. Yeah.
Do you accept
I
that?
just want to know what your I want to know what your scenario is. That's
No,
all.
yeah, it's interesting. I like it. All right.
If we're gonna, what are we waiting for with this fucking guy?
No, that's exactly what it is. What the fuck are we waiting for? So we'll see. It might be a mix of like both your predictions coming true, because Juice was saying last week that he sees a scenario where like Damian Priest holds on to the briefcase for a little bit longer, and then Judgment Day costs him the win and costs him the belt. That might happen this weekend, where he goes to cash in and somehow they cost him. Like maybe he cashes in on Drew and something happens where they distract him or something and let Drew get the upper hand and beat him. So who the hell knows? And then Drew gets 2 wins at WrestleMania, which is something that Drew does apparently. So last time he won the belt, then he beat Paul White, Big Show, at a WrestleMania technically, even though it was aired for Monday. It was weird. It was a very strange and weird time, and I didn't like it. All right, WWE Women's Title match: Io Sky versus Bailey. And I believe we start with Juice on this one.
So I am going to go with Bailey for my third title change of the weekend.
I like it.
So just going back real quick, because Juice said he wants to know where my mindset was. In all honesty, I don't know who's gonna win, so I'm just throwing like blind starts. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Like, oh, maybe they pull the trigger here. Why not?
That's fine.
With that said, I'm gonna say we get a story finished. Bailey is gonna finish her story.
A story finished. We'll make that a clean sweep. I think Bailey's winning as well. Moving on to our next match, LA Knight, AJ Styles. What are we thinking?
New music, new winner, AJ Styles.
Ooh.
All right. I'm going to go with, I think, what they've been trying to set up for and set to make Knight a big star. So I'm going to go with LA Knight.
So I'm curious though, because there's rumors that the new music, quote unquote, is actually his old music from TNA.
Oh, I heard that actually about Drew also.
Yeah, so there could be a lot of music. There could be a lot of music at play here.
Yeah.
This weekend. But,
Did you hear his new music? I didn't hear it. Oh, well, I wasn't paying attention last time.
Who?
What?
For AJ? Because you said there's a rumor. Oh, you're saying because he's gonna debut new music?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's word. Although speaking of, I don't know if you noticed it, but I think they changed LA Knight's theme a little bit too. It's not as good anymore, but that's a different story.
Japanese rap.
Yeah, I'm going with LA Knight as well. I think this needs to be a big win for him.
Sorry, I missed a bunch of Freebird jabber in the chat. He called me out.
Live.
He called me out for saying Big Show or Paul White talking about dead names, Danny.
Oh,
Then he
yeah,
said
he's right.
that. Then he followed that up with "We Want Ryder," and then saying that he thinks Bailey is also winning. And then, as you talked about the new entrance music for them, he asked, "Would you call it ... Dead music?
Oh, dang. I wouldn't, but it's evil ways, baby.
All right, with that being said, I think I missed your pick because of Freebird's chat. What was your pick?
LA Knight.
LA Knight, yeah. All right. Moving on to the triple threat match.
Oh, they're gonna read them off. Okay.
We might have lost him again.
Screen.
Am I
The
back?
match is a triple threat match for the U.S. title. Logan Paul defending against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens.
Am I back?
I guess you're
You're
back.
Sweet. Starting with
Okay,
me.
I already read off the match, so let's just get going with the picks.
All right. I'm going to pick the greatest United States champion of all time to defend his championship, Logan Paul. And then that'll move Rated RK Owens to win the newly crowned SmackDown championships, and everything is right with the world. I don't understand what the problem is. Freebird disagrees with me. He's saying that the great United States champion of all time is Scott Steiner.
We are out of control. All right. Give me Logan Paul to retain.
See, even you know, man. Even you know.
I didn't say any of the other bullshit.
I mean, juice is done. But anyway. It has to be Logan Paul.
Has to
right?
be. I agree. Obviously.
I don't really see the other two needing it or getting it. I mean, plus the Prime bottle is going to be right there in the middle of the ring the whole weekend.
It's going to be so stupid.
Like, we need to get the photo op, right?
All right, 2 more matches left. This match I probably care about the least on the entire card, which is the Pride versus the Final Testament. Juice, you got first pick.
Give me Lashley and the Profits. Because also, for what it's worth, please remember, it is a Philly street fight.
They are called the Pride, by the way.
Lashley and the Profits, because that name is stupid. But
Wow.
yeah, it's going to be a Philly street fight, so at least that'll spice it up a little bit and let them kind of go nuts. So
yeah, but they can have a Philly street fight on the same night that they have the Bloodline Rules match, which we know is going to happen.
Well, we don't know. We're predicting.
Stop it. They should have had the Pride versus the Final Testament on night 1, so they don't have 2 street fights in the same night.
Oh, but then do 2 multi-man matches?
What's the other 6-man? Oh, because they're doing the women's
ladder. You can't win either way. It makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair. Stupid. All right, Matt.
I saw a video recently of Karrion Kross snapping a baseball bat with his leg, so I'm going to pick the Final Testament.
I'm having a depressive episode.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't understand why you're depressed.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I didn't even watch it, but somebody was like, "Oh, I wish I forget what they said, but they just shit all over it. Like the most exciting thing he can do is holding a fucking baseball bat in his hand." Like, oh my god.
Freebird said that Bobby Lashley is winning, but it's harder to take him seriously now that MVP is no longer his hype man. Well, that's because MVP is the hype man of someone who is irrelevant and isn't wrestling, and I don't understand what they're doing.
So earlier today, Lashley was on the bump, and he teased that he's actually trying to work something out with MVP. He didn't say MVP's name, but everyone kind of knew. So I'll be surprised if MVP and or Omos end up with the Pride in due time.
That would upset me. I don't need Omos there.
We need all the black people together, with like all the Latinos are together in WWE. So when they have their matches, we know who's on what side.
Freebird. They got all the Japanese together too.
Yeah. Way to go, Pop Age.
Freebird has replied with, "So no longer the most valuable player."
No, he is not.
Well, that's never what it stood for. It was his name. That's the problem there, Freebird.
Double meaning, Daniel. Let's go.
I don't know. Because somehow segregation is okay when it's wrestling. Yes. I don't know where you've been, but during the Attitude Era, which is one of your favorite eras, it was all about segregation. All right.
Put them all together. It's
All right.
easy.
Just group them. They can talk to each other, and then they're all friends. It's great. All right. It was implied in the gimmick, Danny. I know. I was kidding about MVP. With that being said, the Pride is winning. Next up, the final match, the main event of the entire weekend. Potentially, according to our predictions, Bloodline rules for the WWE Universal Championship. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Matt, we start with you.
Kind of, yeah. I think it's obvious.
Oh,
I think it's obvious, and I'll tell you why. I have a friend. He said, I'm not going against this guy until they prove me wrong. So the pick is Roman Reigns, because until it happens, I don't believe it's happening.
I think I have that same friend who said that to both of us. But I'm going to have to go against our friend in this one, because if Cody doesn't finish the fucking story this weekend, I don't know why I am going to keep watching.
But Danny, do you think they finished two stories on the same night? I don't see it. Insert Triple H. Stories don't finish on WWE.
Juice, before you give us your answer, I feel like telling you something from Freebird might help you with your decision. Freebird asks, what is the worst possible outcome for this match? My example for Freebird, this is not me, I'm talking for Freebird. Freebird's example, Paul Heyman pulls some weird shit and somehow turns on the Bloodline, and by some weird contract loophole becomes the champion.
That sounds bad, but I got even worse. I got a worse scenario. All the Cody Avengers come out. Roman gets hit with attitude adjustment, the stunner, 3 crossroads, 1, 2 kick out, and then Roman does the 4 rope spear and wins. You know exactly. You're picturing it right now because you could see it.
So what if all the Avengers come out, do all those, Roman kicks out, does the 4 spears, is about to pin Cody, and then Damian Priest comes down with those wings that they keep having the Judgment Day Titantron. He just comes down for the Raptors with those wings and falls on top of Roman and then pins him and wins the belt.
He already cashed in earlier, so...
Oh, he can't cash in twice. Well, in this scenario, he can cash in twice, so he's going to be double champion. Remember, we said worst possible outcome.
We're slowly just about to sign off.
So the worst possible scenario, the bell rings. Roman pins Cody 1, 2, 3. Pharaoh comes out, jumps in the ring, takes a piss on Cody, jumps into Roman's arms. Roman holds up Pharaoh as the new WWE Undisputed Heavyweight Champion.
Juice, you just reminded me of something I read on Twitter that was absolutely ridiculous. They were talking.
What was it? Go for it.
Someone had a fan fiction they wrote on Twitter about basically training Pharaoh to get involved in the match and to attack The Rock.
Yes,
Keep The Rock
I
from-
saw that. Yes,
Like,
it's fucking ridiculous.
All right, so time to get serious here. This match is going to be an overbooked shit show.
Yes.
It's everyone in the world's gonna probably get involved. I would not be surprised if Pharaoh legit got involved. I'm not even making it up. Like Brandy's gonna be like, "I'm that black bitch," and fucking slap somebody.
I don't think you can say that, Juice.
What? She would say that. She can say that.
I don't think you can say that.
I'm saying it as her. That was her voice. But like, we all need to remember something that was said about a year ago, that we're only in the bottom of the third inning here, guys. Like, you're talking about a perfect game. Like, it ain't over. And something's gotta give, because with my two things on the line here, I said I need 4 title changes, and I've only picked 3 title changes so far for this weekend. And that friend, for those of you that don't know, told Matt and Danny to never go against Roman ever again. Well, everybody, his name was me. I said it.
Oh,
never
God.
go against Roman ever again. To not be a fool. And after much consideration, my pick is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
What a fool!
To finish the story.
Fast forward to next Thursday. It's completely dejected juice box. I said to never pick against him ever again.
No, but you know what? This is me drawing my line in the sand. Because the other caveat.
I was going to say, we haven't heard the other caveat.
Is, so I need 4 title changes to happen. But I don't care if 6 title changes happen. If Roman beats Cody, I'm done. It doesn't matter who wins all the other matches. This is my line in the sand. This has to be it.
So if you go a perfect 12-0, and then match 13 is Roman winning, you're done.
Well, it's not even my predictions. I'm talking like the titles changing. Like, let's say every title switches hands this weekend, and then Roman beats Cody. Not enough for me. I'm out.
I agree.
I can't live in this world anymore.
I agree.
I can't do it.
Well, no, I don't agree with. I don't agree with that. That's too much.
Well, the WWE universe world, not
okay.
fucking world. Shut up.
Just making sure.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. Make or break. I need 4 title changes out of the 7, and for Cody to beat Roman. That's it. That's all I need.
That's it.
That's it. Not too much, I don't think.
Well, you got a good thing. You got a good thing going for you, because I'm against Cody.
Well, a wise man once told you not to go against Roman, so nice of you to take his advice.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, are we done?
With that being said, that is our predictions. Let us know what you thought. All right, it's been a very active chat night. I really appreciate that. If you look at the bottom, those are our overall records right now. I am in first with 86-27. I have a 2-match lead over Juice. Oh God, he's doing it again at 84-29, and then catching up to us, Matt 70-53. He's actually, since being 500, has been on a pretty good streak. So watch out for Matt. We'll see if his predictions are really coming true here.
So it's time to finish the story. Cody Crybabies unite. Rise up, grab your blankies, put your thumbs in your mouths, stay up until dawn.
Call your mamas. Don't forget about calling the mamas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We hope you enjoy WrestleMania this weekend. We hope we enjoy WrestleMania this weekend. Please come back next week, same time, same place. Hopefully we're all live. If not, we'll be remote. We're still doing a show. We'll see you guys next week.
It's going to be a long week. Hopefully I get to the intro next time. We'll see if I'm still watching wrestling.
I was going to say, Roman might win. You might not do an intro ever again.
Bye, everybody.
I don't know if we're off or not.